Okay, here let's talk about the title panel. This is the title panel. The title panel is the place you open the sequence, and the sequence is the place you edit your video. This is a sequence. You can double click it to open it in the title panel. In the title panel here, they have the component in, for example, the title viewing area, and this the button, the marker, snap button, and here they have the video chat and audio chat in here. Like this sequence, they have video chat 1, 2, 3, 3 chats for video, and 1 for mono audio, 1 for stereo audio chat, and 1 for 5 surround sound chat. And here this the submix chat, the submix chat mono, stereo, and 5.1. And for this sequence, the master output is stereo. As you create a sequence, you specify in here mono, stereo, or 5.1. This is the master output for your sequence. Once you create a sequence, you cannot change the master output. Make sure that. And the video and audio chat, you can add or delete it anytime you want. Another one, if you want to add some video or audio submix chat like that, you can right click and select add chats, or if you want, you can delete the chats. Any chat you want to add, any chat you want to delete, up to you, depend on your editing. And here, before I show you how to add a chat, delete a chat, I rename the chat here so you can see when I add or delete the chat. That's much easy to identify which chat have been added, which chat have been deleted. Another one, you can right click for the chat name, audio, video, like this. The submix chat here. Click outside. How come? The submix chat. Submix chat cannot read name. Something wrong. It should be able to read name this. Let's take a look at this one. How about let's add a submix chat in here. Audio, video, submix chat. Let's rename it. Okay. S3, enter. Okay. Okay, for the check here, the video check they have order, the upper and lower. The upper check cover the lower check, so this is the order for the video check. For the audio check they have not order about upper or lower. They play at the same time together as the normal playback is left to right, like the sequence. And here I will show you add a chat or delete a chat. First, I select the chat tool here for the demonstration. Right click and select add tracks. In here, I will add a one video chat and placement. The placement they have before first chat. When you select this, they will add a chat before the chat 1 for the video. Or if you select after last chat, that means they add a chat in here after the chat 3 in here. And if you select after target chat, this is the target chat, the select chat. After the target chat, that means this will add a video chat in between chat 2 and chat 3. Okay, let's take a look. Click OK. Here you see, this will add a video chat on in between chat 2 and chat 3. That means after the target chat. and add a 0 here. Add one track or two track. Let's take two track here before first track. That means this will add two video track on before the track 1 here. Here you see. So with the add track here, so you can add any track in between the track in here. Select the track. So they add the track after the select track, or you add a track before the first track or after the last track. This is the option, so you can add any track in any order in here. After last, that's mean here. So this is the placement. And once you add a track on the sequence here, you cannot reorder again. So you have to make sure where the track you want to add it. And for the audio, the same thing, before, after, and the submit track all the way on the last. Add a track for the audio, one track before first track. That means before the first one here, and after the last track, you will be here. And if you add a submit track, audio submit track, that means you use the submit track for another enhancement for your track. I show you later. In here, I just show you before first track, after last track, or if you select a track in here, they have the option after the target track in here. And for the audio, they have a typer, track typer, stereo, mono, 5.1. Because the audio they have mono, stereo, and 5.1. And here, add one audio track as the type I make it in mono. And how about the placement? And after target track, okay, this will play on between the track 2 and track 3 for the audio. Here you see mono, and after the target track 2, that's between here. So this is how you add a track on the sequence. And I show you here, you can delete the track also. Delete the track mostly for me, I will just enable here and here, delete all the empty video track and all the empty audio track and all the unassigned track for the submit track. So this will remove all the empty audio, empty video, and assign submit track like this. And of course, sometimes when you let's add two track here. Okay, one stereo here. Okay, maybe sometimes when you want to delete this track, you can right click it and select delete track, and they have the option here. You first enable delete the track, and you select the target track. That's why this track will be deleted. If you have a clip on the track here, they have also deleted from the track here. The track has been deleted, so the clip has been removed. And for the video and audio, like this, if you want, you can delete this, or if you have audio submit track, you can set the option here to delete them. So the video 2 have been deleted, and the track name they leave aside it for video 1, video 2. If you change the name, they will just keeping the name on there. Like this, that's not a problem. And for the sequence here, the sequence you play the video into the sequence here one by one. As a normal playback, they play from left to right. You make it linear, left to right, so you can move, drag and drop aside the clip here, so you make your sequence. And when you're doing editing, you can move the order you want, depend on your footage. and they have more options to doing on. For example, you can change the speed and duration, frame hold, frame fill for the schedule frame size, enable or disable in here. They have all type of editing in here. That's the most play you work on in Premiere Pro. And for the video, the sequence, you can drag and drop in here to move it up or down like this. If you have video track, a lot of video track on here, so you can move it down here so you can check it and work on the track in here like this. Or if you have too much, you can have the scroll bar here to move it up or down. And same thing, if you have a long sequence, you can move it left and right like this. And here I will just delete all the empty track for audio and video. Here you see the empty, this track 7, track 5, track 3, and maybe down there they have some video track, and the audio track empty track here will be deleted, track 3 also. So this will clean up the sequence when you do editing. Sometimes when you want, you can add a video track. You can just move the clip up here, they will add a track on here. And same thing for the audio, they will add the audio in here. And the master audio output always on the button, the last track on here, that's the master output. And when you drag it, you add a track based on the clip here. This is the stereo clip, so they add a stereo track in here. And if you have a mono clip here, you add a mono track in here. They add a mono track. If you have 5.1, not this one, a 5.1 surround sound clip, you add it. They will add a 5.1 surround sound track in here for the clip. And any type of clip, they just can put on the appropriate track type here. For example, mono, they put on the mono. You cannot move into the stereo or 5.1. They can just put on the mono. And the stereo clip, they put on the stereo track, any stereo track in here, 5.1 to 5.1. That's, and you can delete it. So let's clean up. And here for the name, you can rename it, you know it. And if you have a long name, you can drag on the bar here to show the name here, or you can just move it here. And there's some button in here. The button here, like this one, if you turn it on, so you can see the video on the program panel, and also you turn it on for the output for this sequence on this track. If you turn it off, nothing appear here, right? And here this the button lock. If you click on, you lock the track. The track you cannot move it, you cannot edit it. The audio here you can move it, but the video here you cannot move it. Like this one, once you lock this track and you move this, they have the value in here. That means our sync from original, this clip and this, they link together. If you lock this and move this, the hour sync, and how many hours sync, they give you the number in here and in here. So if you move it, just fit it, they just insane, no problem. And this is the lock button. The lock button is somehow when you, for example, for this track, you are sure that's perfect, you don't need to adjust them, and maybe somehow you accident to it, to order the change on here, so you can lock it. So you are not to change it, you are not accident to it, change it, so you can lock it. And for the track here, they have the option for the button here, triangle button. You click it to expand the track. Once you expand it, you can move the track larger like this. You put on here to drag it up or down to make the size on the tracks. And if you have not expand the chat, you cannot drag on the edge here to enlarge the size. Only you expand the chat, you can enlarge it. And on the clip here for viewing, they have the 1, 2, 3, 4 option. They have show head and tail. That means they show the incoming frame on this clip and outgoing frame on the tail here. And if you have many clips on here, they show you the incoming frame on this clip, outgoing frame on this clip in here, incoming frame for this clip in here, outgoing frame on and here for this clip. And if you have you want to show head only, that means they just show you the incoming frame on the clip here, incoming frame on the clip here. And if you show phrase, that means they show all the frame, not all the frame, they show the overview on the clip. Like this, you see that at about here the phrase should be here, and in here the phrase should be here, and here should be here, so you can see. And here you can show NaN only, so you can show just the NaN on this clip, no incoming frame, no outgoing frame, no frame on between on the clip here. They just show you the NaN on the clip. And this is very useful when you doing keyframing. Like the button here, so the keyframe like this, show keyframes, so you can select the option in here for the clip. Like the one opacity, you select it, they have the line in here, you can adjust it, so you adjust the opacity. And you adjust the opacity like this. You can hold on the control key to add a keyframe on them, so you can make a keyframing, so to change the opacity on based on type. In here they show you the value is about 77.41. These are the value. If you drag it up, they show you 100% of the opacity. And down here they show you 0. This were transparent in here, and in between them they calculate on the line here how many value they show you on the clip here, this one. And here they show you, they have an option show keyframe, so you can select the clips keyframe on here. If you assign another video effect, for example fast blur, you assign on it, then you have more options in here. For the option here, you can select the blur. Next in here you can control, okay, you first enable the keyframing, blur, fast blur, blurriness, you can click here, enable it, then you can hold down control key and add on the line in here, so you can add a keyframe and you can adjust the keyframe, adjust the value, so they change over time. Fast blur, this is the option. I will show you how to use the doing keyframing later. And here they have an option show opacity handle. This this is the same thing as you select show keyframe and select opacity in here, the same thing as you select it in here, show opacity handle. This is only Adobe put in here the value. That's for the opacity for the video. Most of people they use for adjust the opacity, so they put just as an extra a fast asset option in here. Is the same thing as you select opacity from here, so you can do that. And here if you don't want to show the keyframe, you can hide keyframe, so they just show you the NaN in here. Once your clip have effect, they have a line here, the purple line, that means they have an effect on it. If you like this one, if you have not a consumer effect apply on it, they just show you here. If you apply a effect on here, they show you the purple line here. You expand it, they show you in here. And for the showing the frame, for the keyframe, if you show phrase or any of this, For example, show phrase in here, and if you set the handle here, sometimes maybe you are not easy to move it, you are not easy to look at on the keyframing on the line here, and maybe you want to show name only, so you can see this is much easy to look it on the timeline, and on the keyframe you can adjust them. That's much easy, and there are many options for the keyframing. I show you later when I show you how to use the effect control panel. And hide keyframe, show name only. Okay, collapse it. And this is the option for the video. And how about the audio? They have the audio, they have the type, they have mono, stereo, and 5-1 song. Like the one I add a chat here. For the video stereo, I don't want to add mono, I want add one mono. And for placement before first chat, mono, this is the mono chat. Or you can just add on 5-1 like this, you add a chat. And they have the option in here. Let's say mono, I put in here, stereo, I put here, 5-1, I put in here. I have 3 types of clip. I have 3 types of clip. They just put on the mono chat, stereo chat, and 5-1 chat. This is the name for the chat. And for the audio, you can expand it, same thing as you expand for the video. And there's some option for first we grab this, so focus on here. You can expand larger the size on here, and they have the option you can show or hide the track here. Once you hide it, no audio will be played on this track. Like this, you cannot hear anything. If you enable it, you play it, so you can hear and you can export the audio in this track. And the lock button, you lock it, cannot adjust anymore on here. Same thing for the video. And they have the button, you can see on the button mono, stereo, and 5-1. This is the button for the track, and you click on the triangle to expand it, and you have the options for viewing. Viewing, you can show waveform. If you enable here, that means this is the waveform you can show me, so you can see the waveform. And you can show name only, so they just show you the name on the clip here. This is the name, this is the name. And for the option here, they can show clips keyframe and tracks keyframe, or hide the keyframe. I did hide the keyframe. You can show clips keyframe. For the audio, they have clip-based effect, they have track-based effect. For the clip-based effect, as you apply a audio effect like the one stereo, like this one delay, like this, I apply on stereo. They have 5-1, stereo, and mono. The effect is not the same, depend on the clip on here. For the mono, I select mono here. Let's take delay in here, so you can hear the difference. Once you apply a effect to the clip, you can select the keyframe on here. Bypass for the delay feedback like this, so you can adjust the line. Same thing, you will first enable the keyframing on this button, so you can add a keyframe first, then you hold down the control key, you can add another keyframe, so you can adjust the delay, so you can hear the difference. Of course, sometimes the effect maybe it's not that good or not for your use. You can use any effect from here, depend on your editing. And for the audio, they have the clip-based effect and track-based effect. For the clip-based effect, you apply a effect from the effect panel to the clip here. And if you want to add a track-based effect, you have to open the audio mixer. On the audio mixer, you expand this. Let's bring it up. The tracks effect, here you click here to expand, grab it. Here this is the tracks effect you apply on the track here. And some of the effect is the same thing. The parameter or the name is the same thing as here, but they are performed not in the same way, not in the same order. The clip you drag from the effect panel to the clip here, that's the clip-based effect. And the effect you select in here, that's the track-based effect. They perform not in the same order. Another one, if I select the hammer, like this effect, you can adjust in here. But I will show you later how to use the audio mixer. In here, I just assign a track effect on the first clip on the mono track. I close this. I assign a clip-based effect on here, so you can select delay here, the effect in here, so you can set the keyframe and parameter you change on the highlight here. And if you select track keyframe, the track keyframe on the track, like the one I select the hammer on the audio mixer, so I can select the keyframe on here, any parameters, so I can adjust them. So in any play on the tracks, and the track-based effect, they move in here. If you move a clip into another play, let's hide it and you move it, the tracks keyframe, they will not move in the track here. And the clips effect, the clip keyframe, they move with the clip like this. If adjust, then you trim it like this, they just assign on the clip effect. So this is the difference between clip effect and track effect, clip keyframe and track keyframe. And here you hide the keyframes, so they hide it no matter track keyframe or clips keyframe. And here they have the command use the clip volume, so you can adjust the clip volume up or down, increase or decrease, and the track volume like this. This the command use effect. So Premiere Pro just put it as the extra option in here, so you don't need to select the clip keyframe and select volume level in here, so you can adjust them. You just select in here, they just give you the clips volume in here, same thing as you select volume level in here. And same thing for the tracks keyframe and tracks volume. If you select tracks keyframe, you select the volume, tracks volume in here, so you can adjust, apply some keyframe and adjust the keyframe like this. And same thing as you select on tracks volume, so you just show you here, you don't need to come to here and select volume from here. That's much faster to accept the command use track volume, clip volume, and the video, they have a opacity for the video. And here for the three button here, this the go to previous keyframe like this, and go to previous keyframe. And in this one, go to next keyframe, go to next keyframe like this. And this button, if you move in here, they have no keyframe on between here, so you can click here to add a keyframe. This is add or remove keyframe, so you click it, you add a keyframe on, so you can drag it on to adjust the volume. And when your current time indicator on the keyframe here, and you click it again, that will remove the keyframe like this. Add the keyframe, remove a keyframe. That's very simple. And here we hide the keyframe on it, corrupt it. And this is the option you can do on a video chat and audio chat.